This is Freeloaders. I'm 3T.
And I'm Mike Papa Foxtrot.
Freeloaders is a regular look at what is or has been free to download from the PlayStation Network. We download the games and give them a play and see if they're worth the download, bandwidth and time.
This time we're looking at Call of Duty WWII, a first-person shooter video game which is the 14th main installment in the Call of Duty series and the first title in the series to be set primarily during World War II since Call of Duty World at War back in 2008. Sledgehammer Games were interested in bringing the series back to World War II after developing their previous title Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, released in 2014, which featured advanced movements and futuristic warfare technology. The game's campaign is set in the European theatre, centred around a squad in the 1st Infantry Division following their battles on the Western Front. The multiplayer mode features map locations not seen in the campaign. The mode also features the new Divisions system, replacing the Creator class system that previous games in the series used. The game was released worldwide on November 3rd, 2017, and these are our first impressions.
Which is odd for us, isn't it? Because we are, and we haven't been shy about it. We are first-person shooter fans, specifically Call of Duty fans. In our most sort of most strongly played series of games is probably Call of Duty. Would you agree?
I think so. Yeah. I think this was my entry game. Call of Duty was the game that brought me onto the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And even before coming to PlayStation gaming, I think primarily it was first-person shooter. It was the original Battlefield series, not the Battlefield that evolved into the Battlefield, but the previous Battlefield. It doesn't make any sense, but that's the trouble. They keep reiterating the names and they keep rebooting these universes, as we are currently enjoying as well with the reboot of the Modern Warfare franchise within the Call of Duty franchise. But interestingly, we missed this one, didn't we?
This is a really welcome addition, actually, this month, because, we missed this one. You may well have left in or picked up my during the intro, because Advanced Warfare really lost me, and I think it lost you as well. With the rocket packs, the jumping, the exoskeletons, it's not for me. I like boots on the ground. I like the sounds like a psychopath talking, but I like the more realistic stuff. And I think being a sort of Looney Tunes character who can jump 50 feet in the air, it just wasn't for me.
Well, the thing is, always in the Modern Warfare series, and even in the Black Ops series, and in fact all of Call of Duty games, you are a little bit of a superhero. You are the Superman. You've got more powers than perhaps a normal person is. the ability to sort of pull a sentry gun out of an orifice, and things like that do make you wonder what you're going on. But again, I'm like you. I don't really enjoy necessarily killing aliens. I don't enjoy killing robots. And again, it makes me sound like a psychopath as well. I like killing people, and I like killing real people. Not real people as in real life. No. Not recently, anyway. No. But in the in what I mean is going up against people who are doing random things, because the problem with AI is that AI is quite predictable and you can kind of trick it into doing what you want. That said, they have got devious in the last few years with the with what they do. They do sort of anticipate the human quite a lot more than perhaps they used to. But yeah, we've never played World
we missed this one.
War. World War II. I don't know. I never quite.
Yeah. Well, we took a bit of a break, and it would have been around the time, I suppose, that we started doing Freeloaders, was we were sort of trying to broaden our horizons a bit and trying to find some other games to play. Call of Duty got a little bit of a back seat. We've played some of the older games. We dusted off the PS3 for a while and started playing the classic Modern Warfare. We gave this one a miss. We've sort of jumped back in with Modern Warfare, the reboot. So it was really nice, actually, to see this come up and have a chance to fill in a gap.
Of course, the other game this month is the Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is also technically a first and a third shooter. So, it's both first and third, isn't it? And
we'll be downloading
you've played that,
as well.
haven't you?
I did. I definitely played the beta. I had a feeling that I did buy the game, but because of the two of us, I was the only one who played. I enjoy playing. We have our routines, and you and I will play together. And you didn't have it, and didn't. Well, there just was not of an interest, and I put it on the back burner. And disappeared.
I mean, the thing is, we like killing people together. That's the thing.
We game. It's a social thing. Basically, this is a lot of our conversations in the week will come over a PlayStation, and that's why we do this as well. This is just another way of us socializing and having fun together. So,
some people watch reality television. we kill people, and we like fire. Anyway,
we play, but we've been playing a lot of different games, and so this is one that is one 4-hour comfort zone, and also nicely a game that we never picked up. So, trying to try not to be too biased, and just have fun really, and we'll see if it would have been worth getting.
And we've decided we're going to try and jump straight into the multiplayer. We will play the campaign because I generally am a completionist. I'm a trophy whore, and I like to collect trophies and things like that. So I'm going to probably complete the campaign. In fact, I did have horrific flashbacks with another Call of Duty
I know what you're
campaign.
Say.
I believe it was the one on the Wii.
Yep.
And there was this one level which I couldn't complete because the motion controllers didn't work the way they should work. Eventually I got it, but I did have a very shouty time with the Wii. Just so you also understand the backstory here about how dedicated we are to first-person shooting, during the great Sony hack, we were so desperate for first-person shooting that we actually played GoldenEye on the Wii as a first-person shooter because neither one of us had a play. No, neither one of us had the PlayStation, had the Xbox at the time. So it was like, Anyway, with all that, shall we join the fight?
I think we probably should. So there'll probably be some adjustments and things to do, which we should just get on with.
I'm pushing X now. Then I'm going to make my small print.
Scroll through this to pretend I've read it.
Margin settings. How do I adjust my margin settings like that?
So the excitement of setting margins.
Oh, yeah, I know. And we always go to the edge. What can you see? Now, this is a little trick that I always do. It says that the first one should not be visible. Now, friends, I want that first one to be visible because there are corner campers. Now, the thing is, even though that means that my grey will not be perfect, it's fine because the monitor that I play this on is a very nice adaptive monitor that makes the darks darker but makes the light lighter, but also does it in a way that means that not visible, being visible, doesn't ruin it. So that's why you can still see the not visible and clearly see the barely visible and definitely see the clearly visible. Now I've explained. I have no idea what your setup was, but there you go.
I've pretty much done the same. You're probably going to need to change your settings as well as I go into multiplayer. You're probably going to want to make sure that your accents are adjusted.
Right. I'm what's the word? A couple of people call me wrong way round, invert everything, but it's just the way I roll. I'm afraid. I haven't found the setup, the settings.
I'm hoping it's going to be because I'm connecting to online services now. Restart is required. Excellent. Well, let's just keep this going with filler then. There is a new update available. The game will now restart. Let's see how much of it actually records.
That is always a problem.
Well, it's good to demonstrate that we genuinely haven't played this. Oh, we go. It was restarted to apply a new update. Play online.
That would be nice, yeah.
Wait 10 years while it connects to online services. I did think about setting up a wired connection for this recording session, but I couldn't be bothered. So we'll see.
Also, it didn't help us the last time we tried it either. So
no, it made no difference really, which was a shame.
I did have an afternoon of shouting the other day where I was being lagged out by people, and that's always my excuse.
Yeah. If we'll probably. Sorry.
I was going to say divisions. This divisions thing. This seems like a very much of a Battlefield kind of thing, with this sort of like that you can only tweak your class within a sort of a configuration where you've got like a medical, a support, I'm guessing, a sniper probably, infantry or assault guy, and I'm guessing that is probably what this is going to be.
Possibly then. I mean, I've got a little cinematic going now, which is
I'm not going to push any buttons.
No,
I wish I'd turned on the subtitles, but
being driven to a new recruits site, which you're probably already there. Oh, you saw Enlist now, yeah, so you are well ahead of me on that.
And this is going to decide what division we're going to be in, I guess.
Okay, maybe then.
So I've got no, divisions are not quite what oh yeah, it is. So there's infantry, which of course is boots on the ground, or as we describe it, cannon fodder. There's the airborne, which is basically the confetti squadron. There's the armor, which are basically the tank killers. There's the mountain forces, which are basically your Swiss goats. And then there's the expeditionary people that basically join the world and dig it. I'm
not sure what to go for. I think we should probably do a different one each, but I don't know. I suppose it depends on what suits our gameplay.
I have no idea. I mean, I just want a gun. I mean, looking at it, right? Basically, your infantry looks like a bolt-action rifle. Your airborne's got the he's rocking what looks like a sort of an MP4, but he's not German. Oh yeah, he is German. He's German paratrooper. Then the other one's got what looks like a Bren of some kind, and then the mountain guy has a sniper, and the expeditionary force has got a shotgun. So I think that's telling us something. Infantry is basically assault. Airborne is basically CQB. Close quarter battle. Armor is probably your support guy, effectively. Mountain is a sniper, and the other one is like, carry all the gear.
Well, what are you thinking? What are you going to go for? Because I'll go for something different, whatever you...
I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the armoured. I'm going to go with the armoured
I would have put money on it. I'm going to go for a straightforward infantry then. Let's be boring. I'll be standard boring infantry.
See, I almost went airborne, and I wish I did now.
Well, that's fine. I'm not going to do too much customising either, but we'll just see what happens. Supply drop. Okay.
No, I've got more COD points already in this than I got in the latest reboot of...
Now, are they transferable? It'd be fun to check that out the next time we jump into Modern Warfare.
I'm just clicking next at the moment. I just don't care at the moment. I'm reading Get in the Fight.
Actually, they might be the COD points I already have in Modern Warfare. I'm not sure if I've got 350 left over from something else.
Okay. Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Well, how many have you got then when you're first in?
I've got 400.
400. I think you might just already have 400 because I've got 350, so that might just be universally recognising that we already have those points.
Horizontal sensitivity to insane, vertical sensitivity to insane, look inversion enabled. And I think I'm good now.
I've pressed circle. I've just gone back and back and back. Just let me jump into something. Press L1. I don't want to. I just want to find a match.
Well, surely we should join up first. Or is that not
all right.
possible?
Let's see how easy that is then. So we got social. So shall I try and join you?
Go on then.
Okay, friends. There we go. Right. Oh, that's going to show some names. You might want to blur that out because it might show names of other people that I know.
Yeah, mine is as well. I'm just, yeah. We're so used to this stuff falling out of there, which is,
saying view profile. There's no instant join, which is interesting. Fine. How do I join you? I could report you.
Yeah, we could do that.
Right. So if I...
And we've fallen at the first hurdle.
Okay. Invite players to your party. How do I...
Current status in a party. You are in a party, right?
Yeah. But just as I say, be ready with blurring because I keep going back and forward with some.
Yeah. Oh, I can. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
That's bad because we've just as a comparison, Modern Warfare is basically like this person. Do you want to join them? And you just go, yeah, fine.
Yeah, unless of course we have to. Private party close. Party options closed. Try now.
Right, it's just thinking about it. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to go back to social again. Right, friends, in a pie. Join player! There we go.
Yeah, by default, it's in don't want you in my party mode.
Okay.
So, basically, the touchpad, which is probably not going to be used for very much and is very rarely used for anything in the PlayStation other than a big button, is the one that controls the party options. And once again, I looked at it and went, what's that button? Oh, it's the big touch button. Right, that means I'm the driver, doesn't it?
I would say so. Okay. I think we probably, first impression wise, we'll maybe have a look at one match and then
to the front line. Then how about that? Yeah, we'll look at one. We'll look at one match. We'll have a shout about one match. From this point on,
badly.
From this point on, there are no C words. There are no S words. There will be no W. There will be no reference to people's ethnic background and or whether or not they are fatherless. And we'll try and keep it at least PG-13, though it'll probably skip to 18 quite quickly.
Well, already I'm seeing a lot of... I don't know if you're getting the same shot. I'm seeing a Grim Reaper in the front. I'm seeing a World War II version of Ghost from Modern Warfare off to the left. That seems strange.
It looks like we're the only low-level, the newbies in the group.
Of course we are. Everybody else on the PlayStation Network who plays Call of Duty will already have this game and will have been cursing out this month, I'm sure.
Or they skipped it for the same reasons we did, but they've probably been playing for at least a week because this was released 1 week earlier than the...
That's true.
So there is that.
Yeah.
Right, I have absolutely no idea what to do, so I'm just going to select my class.
Yeah, I'm just preparing to die horribly.
Are we going to be in black and white?
I think this is just loading. There you go.
I was going to say...
Oh my god, my settings are too slow. How do you change the settings? I forgot that.
Good luck with that. That's why I turned everything up to insane.
I forgot to change it.
I'm being shot by people. Oh, right. Note to self, don't run forward. It plays a bit more laggy than what I've been used to with... Oh, I'm down. I don't know how you're just standing in the open and no one's killing you.
No, they have now. Well, okay, so here we go.
This feels very much like World at War. I am an awful shot. I have chosen an incredibly awful gun.
Oh, I'm not going to get any kills. This is going to be the most embarrassing.
No, I know. That's right. That's right. Well, no, it won't be. Don't worry. I'm not getting hit markers. Oh, I am now. I'm getting killed. I've killed somebody.
That's you. Sorry, that's not you. That's Sky Carlo.
We should have played hardcore.
Oh, God. No, thank you. Oh, I keep shooting at friendlies.
No, I'm just... it's very different. We have recently noted the change of who's using my gun? The change in the gaming. I can't throw this hand grenade.
I found some Nazis, unless we're the Nazis.
Oh, I don't know. It's very difficult because we didn't come in a helicopter. Yeah, I'm not getting points, but you get a little red. When you kill someone, it's not quite as satisfying. If that makes sense.
No. Well, you know, we're 2 minutes in. Let's just chuck a grenade into the smoke.
Oh Christ! I need to reload this gun. I'm just going to lie down here and pretend to be invisible.
It does seem strange. No, you do get the points. There's 100 points went off to the side there. Oh.
Yeah. It's just not where I'm expecting to see them.
No.
Something what incoming? That sounded bad.
Is very strange to see some of these soldiers carrying like painted up weird camo guns. It doesn't really go with the aesthetic.
No.
Let's just grenade over that wall, see what happens.
Yeah, we seem to be trapped in this little corner.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very big map. Oh, something's about to explode over there. It looks like a stick grenade.
There's a grenade. The grenade marker was there, yep.
Eat it, Nazi.
There's a mine. Ooh, how am I still alive? Oh, I'll just reload over here and pretend to be invisible.
Well, it's a much, obviously, naturally, deservedly slower reload and things like that, isn't it? Because, obviously, we're using...
I found a cave. I'm going to go through this cave.
Yeah, that's where the Nazis jump me, unless we're the Nazis. No, we've got an American voice on the... well, actually, modern-day Nazis. Am I right? Anyway.
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't finish that sentence, but
I just got a
everybody
tactical
knows
assist.
what I'm saying.
It's just got a tactical assist. That's nice. Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting game. I can't say I hate it. I'd like to know what the maps are. I think
we'll have to put a bit of time into it, as with all of these, but... I'm
just going to wait for that hand grenade to go away before I jump back around this corner. My aim is awful.
Yeah, mine's not great.
I just earned a trophy, though.
A reasonably embarrassing session. Oh, the trees are all reacting to the explosives.
And what did we just learn there? Don't trust anybody you're with.
Oh, yeah.
My aim is horrible.
It would have been very nice to have been part of a win for the first game, but...
No, I don't think it
is what it is.
Just going to hopefully not get killed by whatever that was.
I just got a trophy. Annoyingly, got it about 30 seconds after you, but...
Oh, well, it's not a competition. Come on, Three. It's...
You've got something I haven't got. Therefore, competition.
Yeah, this map's a little bit too small for my liking, and yeah, I like small maps, but then we don't know about our classes, we haven't picked anything up. This is us just jumping in and having a first round, so to speak. Yeah.
No idea who that is. Not me.
No.
Where did we show up? Is there a table that's going to show us where we placed? I didn't get one.
No, me neither. And I pushed the center button, which is the button that does it, and it's just faded to black.
That might be for the best.
Ah, there it is.
There we go.
There it is. So
that's not too bad.
How about at this point we break there, and instead we will go away and play this quietly on our own together. And hopefully do a little bit better, and we'll get back to you shortly.
So we've spent a bit of time with Call of Duty WW2. Mike, what did you make of the game?
Well, I mean, here's the question. Is it World War II or is it WWII? Or can we say WW2?
Let's just call it World War II. I think that's probably the quickest way, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, what did I... Well, I think it's a game that I missed out on, and primarily we missed out on it because of the previous game, which was all jumpy and all over the place, and it kind of put us off the Call of Duty series. It's when Call of Duty sort of lost its way, really, and sort of started to go down the Fortnite route of craziness. And this was nice. This was really good to go back and actually see this done, like they say, go back to their roots, go back to actual guns and more or less two-dimensional warfare. So you're fighting on the ground. Yes, there are some elevation, there are things that come out of the sky, and it really, really nice reimagining, and I think done with a little bit of respect as well, which is quite nice. That said, we have seen some quite interesting paint out and guns and things like that, which did look a little bit interesting. The campaign, I don't know if we'll go down the campaign route, is very gory. It was very reminiscent of I suppose the very first World at War that I played. It's a little bit more gory. It's interesting when you play with the modern warfare ones and the Black Ops ones. I actually said that the Black Ops Call of Duties were also a little bit gory and a bit Fight Club. Spoiler. But yeah, this seemed to be a little bit more gory. But then it's probably because it's based on reality and it's not really. It's odd. This is an odd genre, really, when you think about it. Shooting people and killing them as entertainment is an odd genre to actually have games anyway, when you sit and open it up and expose it. But overall, I was very impressed, very happy. I think it would have been nicer if I'd have gone straight from it, from the previous Call of Duty, rather than jumping into the remasters and then jumping into the reboot, which the whole graphics are different, the engine is different. But settled down, and it plays like a first-person shooter, which it's designed to do anyway. And so, yeah, can't really complain, to be honest. Yeah. And you?
I agree. I think it's good fun. The gore is there, I think, to emphasise that, you know, this was a real war. People really died in really horrible ways, and it does make a difference psychologically, I think, unless you're a psychopath. And you do understand that, you know, this is not even a tiny fraction of a percentage of how awful it must the whole atmosphere of this thing would have been. So it's done with as much respect as you can do within a game which primarily is about just killing people. I think the campaign, what I've played of it, was good. It was well structured. It's what you'd expect from a Call of Duty game. From one of the better Call of Duty games. There are a couple of bad campaigns out there. The multiplayer, like you say, it would have benefited more if we'd have gone straight from Advanced Warfare to it, because it would have been a nice change back to what we're more comfortable with as old men gamers, you can see a lot of the things that have now made their way into Modern Warfare, the new version of Modern Warfare 2019, I suppose is the best way to call it. It's a solid first-person shooter. It's pretty much what we would have expected. It's very playable. It's very replayable. The only thing that gets in the way of it being more replayable is that we've got things going on with Modern Warfare, and that seems more pressing because that's just what we've been playing more recently. I know you would. One of the things that we've talked about is the some of the stuff that is now in Modern Warfare. I don't know if you want to pick up on the observation that you made.
I mean, the thing is, it's got loot crates in it, obviously, and it's also the first time we see this play of the game, which, to be honest, is an interesting feature. It basically is where someone gets a triple or a quad kill at some point in the game. However, I would rather just see the final kill of the game. I think that because that's always. I mean, for however long that we've been playing this, it's always been a race to the final kill of the game. That's what the Gork's for, literally. that is the nature of the game. You're trying to get the last kill in so that you can be the one that gets seen. And so suddenly then you get this guy that will pull out a rocket launcher, kill one person, kill someone else, stab someone, and then dies. And you think, well, he didn't even live. If he, the selection process for the play of the game is somewhat questionable, and the randomness of it. And I mean, maybe if you could select, do I want to see play of the game, or do I want to see the game-winning kill, or would I like to see my best streak in the game, if there was one, perhaps. But it's a bit arbitrary and a bit weird.
It does somewhat take away from one thing, which I just thinking that we do, which is that you'll see the score in a team deathmatch come up to 74, and one of us will undoubtedly say, "Race you to the Gork."
Because usually at that point, a javelin goes into the air or something, or some crazy mad run at a lunatic will happen, just to sort of, even if it means we die, just to get there to get the game-winning kill. I'm not for a little bit of fun.
I'm not even sure if other people use that as a shortening. I just realised we both said it, Gork, game-winning kill, but I don't know if other people use it or not. But there you go. I think it's an interesting thing. There's also a couple of just if we're talking about the sort of finesse of the playability and what we liked and what we didn't like. There is a sort of weird. I'm not and never completely sure when I've finished somebody off, when I've killed somebody, because the score of the kill appears at a very strange angle. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Obviously, the easy answer is look for the red X, but.
Exactly, but then I don't look for the red X. I mean, it took me years to learn to use the mini map, if you remember.
Yeah. So I do find that I keep shooting.
Well, yeah. I mean, and you've got more limited ammunition. But I think when the first half when we were actually playing live, when we jumped into our first game, I said, I have no idea if I'm killing people. And you said, yeah, there's text there. I'm like, where? I'm looking. Unfortunately, all of the screen's real estate is being taken up with me hunting for silhouettes of things to shoot, not text I want to read. And it's one of the things that a lot of the games do wrong. A lot of games do it wrong. They pop up like large graphics. I mean, show me at the end of the game. When you unlock a camo, or you unlock an attachment, or you unlock something, or you complete a challenge. Yeah. Don't bother me while I'm playing. Tell me at the end of the game. I don't need the gratification of, I just probably killed someone to get that. Which means that I've already got the gratification of actually doing someone in. I don't then want to be killed while I'm distracted by something on the screen. And they've got worse over the years. The sort of the things. I mean, it's not as bad as the reimagined or rebooted Modern Warfare, where I die trying to put down sentry guns, or I die trying to put down things, or I die trying to select stuff because I'm inept, because I just want a one button to push. So it wasn't that bad, but there are things that do irritate me in a lot of these games. But that's just it's a style, it's a fashion that goes all the way through. I mean, we saw it in the remastered Modern Warfare. The loot crates were in there, same as they are in Call of Duty.
Let's move on to that then. World War II, hidden catches, loot crates, etc. Loot crate system instantly does turn me off. Now, obviously, Modern Warfare 2019 has a much more blatant, here are some things you can buy, which is fine if you want to pay for them, whereas the whole loot crate system, I'm almost conditioned just to just despise it.
That said, the problem is with this, the way we do this, is that sometimes it can take a long time for us to notice a catch in the game, and we only just noticed the catch in the middle of season 3 of Modern Warfare rebooted, or 2019 or whatever you want to call it. Where you unlock guns, but you still have to go and buy them.
Yeah, it'll show you what's available. What's currently in the store is basically what you're showing. It shows you a little Argos catalogue of guns.
Yeah, but you've already unlocked them, and so I don't want to have to go and fight with the Argonauts to get the guns that I've already put the work in to get. It's like filling out a number and then being told to go into the storeroom and find it yourself. You know what I mean? It's not my cup of tea, that. So that sort of irritates me a little bit, but then that irritates me in a lot of games. During the campaign, I had a couple of issues. Of course, I am playing on super difficult because I'm an idiot. But there was a couple of places. One place in particular where, when I threw a hand grenade, it bounced back at me, and then when I moved a little bit further forward, it bounced back at me, and then I thought maybe it's the net above me, and I stepped on, and it seemed to be an invisible wall to actually stop you throwing hand grenades into the enemy, so you have to storm the enemy trench. It's fairly close to the beginning of the game. So little things like that irritate me when you notice invisible walls that stop you doing things. But overall, it's a robust game. It hangs together. It had nice maps. Will we play it again? Probably. Does it have fun factor for me? Yeah. What games are it similar? What games are it similar to? 3T?
Well, I think we've covered that.
Basically, any first-person shooter, really.
It's a Call of Duty game through and through, isn't it? You know what you're going to get.
Yeah, but then there are different flavours of Call of Duty. Yeah. There are, for example, the Black Ops have their own style, and initially we weren't that keen on them, and we like them. We prefer the Modern Warfare. I don't know why, we just do. I quite like the original World of War, was quite nice. But overall, it's a first-person shooter. For a while, it started to go a little bit too much like Battlefield, but again, Battlefield's a fairly nice first-person shooter.
Solid.
The campaign has a little bit too much of Dance Dance Revolution in it, but we won't go there. But overall, yeah, it's a game that holds itself together, and I think that if we'd have jumped straight to it instead of basically getting a little bit sickened by the sort of the craziness, the weird sort of like, you know, rocket boots and rocket packs and hovering and anti-gravity kind of warfare, I think we would probably have enjoyed ourselves, and we would probably have carried on playing. But unfortunately, that's what happens when you have two developers developing two different games under the same umbrella, I suppose, or three developers. If we had played it at the time, obviously, then this month we'd have been doing Star Wars Battlefront 2. So that's which I still haven't downloaded, which I have to download. The only real thing that turns me off, I have to say, really absolutely turns me off with Call of Duty World War II is the zombie element. I really don't like the zombies. I've never liked the zombies. Treyarch's bloody zombies have always irritated me, and I don't understand what it has to do with. It's never ever made sense to me why there are zombies. Why do I have to fight Nazi zombies? It's just, and it's not just this one. There are quite a few in the lineage going all the way back of having. You know, okay, it's an extra thing, but why do I have to fight zombies? And I've always utterly hated that. And I can imagine there are people that have loved zombies, that they love the fact that oh yeah, I can kill zombies. But I've never understood it. What about you?
I don't get on with it. I've tried it, and it's just, it doesn't have any appeal, and it's weird because I like zombie movies as a genre, basically. You know, some are better than others, obviously, but whatever, same as anything. So zombie movies, fan. Walking Dead comics, fan. Call of Duty, I don't need zombies in my Call of Duty. It's not the chocolate and peanut butter thing of, oh no, you got chocolate in my peanut butter, you got peanut butter in my chocolate, oh, they two great tastes that taste great together. No, leave them alone. They're fine as they are.
It's almost a little bit like the developers have just been lazy, and they just use the same maps, and they just throw out some zombie characters instead of actually having like some kind of cooperative add-on, or some kind of be able to play the missions in the game cooperatively, or be able to, a little something like that would probably be better. I mean, that's what happened with Modern Warfare 2 and also Modern Warfare 3. We enjoyed the fact that, and also Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare. No, it has the thing where you run up the end of the plane at the end. And then you've got the museum. But the zombies just always seem like a lazy kind of like, let's just bolt it on. And then it seems to now have just become a tradition that there has to be damn zombies. Every other Call of Duty game has zombies. I don't understand
that being
why.
said, it doesn't affect your ability to play just however you like.
No.
It's not. It's the same as the loot crates and any sort of pay-to-play part of it. You can quite easily just play the multiplayer. You could just play the campaign, and you've still got a quite nicely rounded game. So I'm not going to hold it too much against it that one of the extras they gave me is just a bit rubbish, or just something I haven't played it. I can't say that I've got a comment on the actual zombies one because I haven't played it.
No,
I haven't just stayed away from it.
I just don't. I don't go near it. I don't enjoy the zombies at all. I think I've played a couple of times in previous games, and I've just always come away with why? I don't get it. Don't understand. If I want to play against the AI, I'll play the campaign. If I want to shoot other people, I'll shoot other people. Why do I want to kill with other people with zombies? Anyway, so at the end of the day, do you think it has been worth the actual time and space on your system?
Absolutely, yeah. Whatever else I am, I'm a collector. So it's one I can at least say that I have got, and I will continue to play. And it's going to stay on my dashboard until I really need to get rid of it. Yeah.
All 166.3 gigabytes are going to stay here for as long as they can. I don't understand why games have got so big, but they have. I mean, I don't think you can actually fit 166.3 on a Blu-ray disc anymore.
You're just buying a launcher for the downloads. Really, at this point.
Somebody actually said that. Somebody actually said basically you're buying it. But now I've got it sort of digitally. I think it's worth the download. It took a little bit of time to download, but it wasn't, astoundingly massive. When it compares to the current Modern Warfare, you're calling it Modern Warfare 2019, I'm calling it Modern Warfare Rebooted. That's 190.1 gigabytes. So it's comparable in size, but it's a full game. It's got all the map packs, all the map extensions, if I remember right. So it is a fair amount of space, but I think it will stay with me until I need space. There are other things that can still get deleted. I was having a purge when we were downloading these because of, oh no, look how big it is. So again, it downloaded overnight for me. I think it was an afternoon and a night, and we just left it downloading gradually in the background. And what about paying for it? Would you have paid for it? I already know what my answer is.
Yeah, I would. I would have done. If the situation had been right, I would, but it wasn't at the time.
No.
You?
I think that if I wasn't playing Modern Warfare, if we didn't have Season 3 of Modern Warfare rebooted or 2019, and this came up at a reasonable price now, I would probably be interested in it. Did I buy it at the time? No, there was too much going on, and there was a little bit of it's, what are they going to ruin in this game now? Because that's what was happening, I think, with the Call of Duty franchise was getting a little bit mad, and this was a nice little reset.
I think in some ways you could argue that Call of Duty, sort of for better or worse, helped create Freeloaders, because it was the lack of decent Call of Duty content being out that was like, well, let's try some other things then. Let's see what's coming up every month for us. And yeah, so it's an interesting clash that this has come back up, because Freeloaders probably wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Call of Duty going off the boil. Something to think about. So yeah, I think it's worth the money. With that being said, this is 3T.
And this is Mike Papa Foxtrot. And we were looking at Call of Duty World War II. That is currently freeloadable from the PlayStation Network for June 2020.
Making a make. That artillery's killing us! Yes, sir!